Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr, and it's the Monday Morning Podcast for Monday, March 31st, 2014. And I know you're bitching. You're saying this is late. You're right. It is late. I'll give it to you this week. It is late, but that's only because I'm doing a very special episode of the Monday Morning Podcast. I alluded in past episodes that about this tour that was coming together with the guys that I go out on the road with, Paul Verzi, Jason Lawhead, and Joe Bartnick, that possibly the three of them were going to come together like one of those superhero movies and do their own fucking tour. And they are. The All-In Tour. And it starts tonight at Largo at 7:30 tonight. And right now, Joe Bartnick isn't here yet, but Paul, Dude I Called It, Verzi is here, and Jason Lawhead are both here. So I want to welcome both of you to the podcast.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks for having us here at your lovely studio.
Oh, thank you.
This is
This
amazing.
is the All Things Comedy
It's late.
Studios.
It's late today.
What is the podcast?
You take. I noticed though. You take a wow. What am
What's the
Am I
matter?
being knighted? I sounded weird there for a second. I sounded
Yeah, but they
like
can't hear it.
Oh, okay.
They can't hear it.
You take a lot of flack for that shit. For like, if you're like a couple hours late, I notice like you'll post your thing and people will be like, "Way to go, Billy Red fucking dick!
Yeah.
You're an asshole." It's 1 a.m. I can't believe like I'm like,
Yeah, but
dude,
dude,
it's a
it's-
podcast. I know it's Monday morning. It's like 2 in the afternoon. It's
Jay,
fine, guys.
Jay,
Everybody
Jay,
relax.
it's the internet.
Yeah.
It's what people do. Everybody's in the bushes, so they can say whatever the fuck they want. I mean, I don't read Twitter.
It's hilarious.
I don't
Well,
read-
they
It's
don't
just
do it because I don't
hilarious
think
to
they're
me.
really genuinely mad. I think they just want to, like,
Yeah, for the most
they want
part.
to be
I
like,
know.
they want to get their little, hey, I said this today.
Oh, they
you know.
love doing that. They,
Yeah.
Yeah.
People in general, they're not big on heckling during the show, but afterwards, if you're standing out there whoring yourself out, that's when they'll come by and they'll be like, "Oh, you're not as tall as I thought you were going to be." They'll say shit like that. And I always just give them shit. I go, you had 90 minutes to say that when I was
Yeah,
on stage,
yeah.
you pussy.
I
That's always
remember
good
that.
when that woman's standing there, too. Then they
Yeah.
go home. They probably take it out on her, hate fucker or something. And I like to feel that I had something to do with that. But that's not why we're here today.
No.
We're here to promote your guys' tour. And do you have any of the dates here that I could actually
We do.
start
We do
reading?
right
them?
there.
Okay,
Look
this
at
is what
that.
we got
Look at that.
tonight. It's already sold out. We are going to go ahead and answer it. We're still waiting for Bartnick. Bartnick's answer it.
Answer the
Answer
phone.
it. All right. By the way, if you hear weird noises out of Jason Lawhead, he fucked his back up. So, yeah, there you go. All right, so here we go. The All Things Comedy Tour starring Paul Verzi, Jason Lawhead, and Joe Bartnick is tonight. It's at the Largo in Los Angeles, which is already sold out. And Tuesday, April 1st, tomorrow night, if you're down in comedy-starved San Diego, a lot of comics never go down there. They're going to be at the Madhouse Comedy Club tomorrow, Tuesday, April 1st. Sunday, April 6th, they're going to be at Parlor Live in Bellevue, Washington.
Yep.
Monday, April 7th, they're at Helium Comedy Club in Portland, Oregon. Tuesday, April 8th, San Francisco, they're going to be at the Punchline. Wednesday, April 9th, they're going to be at the Punchline. And Thursday, April 10th, the Punchline. So 8th, 9th, and 10th.
10th is in Sacramento.
Oh, Sacramento, sorry.
8th and 9th in San Francisco, and 10th in Sacramento.
There you go. There you go.
And I'm excited because I've never been to Sacramento.
I've never been anywhere in California.
Oh, Jesus, what are we doing here?
I've never been anywhere in California other than Long Beach and L.A., so I'm looking forward to San Diego tomorrow.
See, this is fun for me because you're in California. I've been out to see you in New York at least a handful of times since we've been friends, but you've never been to California.
All you know is...
And all Verzi does is shit on California.
Yeah, I
No.
can't. Yeah.
I
Shit's
said
right
today.
and left.
I
Dude, he
said
got
today.
hammered when we were in this cigar bar in Calgary, and I was shitting on the Yankees or
No,
something.
you were shitting on golf, I think.
I was shitting on golf. I was
Like
shitting on
bad.
golf, and then because I was saying that
About playing it or following it?
like where I put it as far as sports competition.
Gotcha.
And I put it in with bowling, pool, shuffleboard, where it's one of those things. So he gets mad at me and he starts going like, you know what, Bill? He goes,
No, I whispered.
he goes, burritos suck. Like he comes at me with the cuisine. He goes, all it is beans and rice. And I go, yeah, Paul, that's all it is. No one ever thought to put anything else in there.
I got, but you know, you even said I got drunk. You said it hit me like a smoke bomb. Like that time you started remember that time you got hammered and you were just like you were a mess. Like
Let me get my calendar out.
But do you think that's bad though? I saw you shaking your head. That's where I put golf. I'm not saying
Not anywhere near bowling or shuffleboard. No.
No, I'm not saying that because there's all different degrees of difficulty. But I'm just saying, as far as you're playing a sport where it's all between your ears, there's nobody physically trying to stop you.
Mother Nature.
It's
several
all,
times.
Oh, give me a fucking
I'm just
break.
saying, wind, water. I mean, there's a lot of forces in nature.
Well, no, I think no, but I think
Did he just say wind?
Playing
This
against
is a
you.
fucking sport.
But playing against you of what you're
leaves, a stick is in the way of your ball.
Well,
I'm not
they
saying
talk
that
about
it's
the wind held that up. A guy hits a home run. They're like, that would have been out of here. The wind held it up.
I know, but when baseball players talk about how difficult it is, they talk about trying to hit a curveball. They don't talk about the wind.
Hey,
no,
listen,
forget
try
Mother.
hitting a golf ball.
Sun's in your eyes.
No, but forget Mother Nature.
Skin cancer.
Yes. No, but there's more than that. It's not even that. It's how about the fact that you actually do have to have a proper swing posture, your hips, your legs, your
Paul,
hands.
you're not
They
listening
have to
to
stay
me.
intact too. Your
You're
body
not
has to
listening
stay
to me.
intact.
I'm not saying it's not difficult. You golfing zombies. What I'm saying is it's not fucking playing football, basketball, hockey where there's somebody trying to stop you. There's not a pitcher throwing the fucking golf ball 100 miles an hour at your chin to back you off the tee, and then you got to come up there and settle back into your fucking swing.
Right. No,
okay,
I know.
that's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
of course,
I know
yeah.
it's mentally difficult, but it's in the same family as pool, bowling, shuffleboard, horseshoes, all the way down to some of the most simplistic sports there are. Tiddlywinks. Nobody's stopping you.
No, I mean
Nobody's stopping you in jacks.
You don't need to be in shape to do shuffleboard. You don't need to be in shape to bowl.
That's such a terrible point to bring up with, because I'll tell you, I'll fucking show you. Dude, first time I watched the Masters, Kenny Perry, he looked like somebody's grandfather. Fucking came out, he blew it,
that
and
was
then some
awful
other
to watch.
fat Argentina guy won it. They were both fat.
Oh, Cabrera.
Fat guys still, I'll concede that fat guys can play golf. I get
Dude,
that.
the sweat on Phil Mickelson's man tits
dude,
is
they're
so
not-
unacceptable. He should always
That's
have
why
to
they
have
should
to
have to
wear.
carry their own bag.
Yeah, but they're not piles of shit. Kenny Perry's not a pile of shit.
Dude,
You know?
what is he? An
Cabrera-
Adonis?
Just during
No,
What is he closer to?
just
What is
during
he
a
closer-
sudden death playoff he is.
No. Oh,
No, but what is he closer to? Is he closer to an Adonis or a tub of shit?
Oh no, yeah, he's definitely closer to a tub of shit than an Adonis.
And another tub of shit beat him to fucking... Dude, even that guy who bought the General Lee car, he doesn't look like he did a fucking pull-up in his life. He had those 7th grade straight arms where you just have basically the humerus bone with a little bit of meat hanging on it so you can still pick up a pencil or a fucking
Duke?
8-iron. The guy who hit that amazing shot. And
Bubba Watts.
Oh,
Bubba
Bubba
Watts.
Watson.
Yeah, Bubba Watson.
Right.
I love
Dude,
that
that
we're calling
Coors Light drinking. Come on.
Yeah. He's like the guy he jet skis. He's totally the Kenny Powers of Major League Baseball.
So I'm not disrespecting the
you know
sport.
what I meant.
I'm not disrespecting the sport, but I'm
Liking
just
it.
saying the reason why I find the sport boring as hell to play is the fact that there's nobody guarding me, and I get bored shitless by 3-4 fucking holes. I don't care. The whole thing is silly. I'm trying to put this little ball in a hole, and the hole is unguarded. There's nobody trying to swat it away. Is it goaltending? It's just
Yeah, it's
fucking
just
hole in
designed
the ground.
Yeah, but that's
You
a
should have been
stupid
in-
way to look at it. It's designed differently. It's just a different game.
Listen,
It's
there's a
game
reason why.
Burr should have been in Caddyshack too.
There's a reason why a bunch of fucking old people, when they start putting on weight, and they need to get active, they always pick up that sport. And I'm telling you, those fat fucks who, if you threw a baseball, the odds of them chipping their tooth can somehow still get on a golf course. And I'm not saying they crush it like a pro, but they can hit the fucking thing straight enough. They're all right.
They're okay.
They're okay.
They're
They
not
can
fun
shoot
to play with.
They can shoot a 105.
I love how we're calling millionaire golfers tubs of shit.
Yeah, they're not fun to play.
Dude,
right.
John Daly used to be fucking pounding
Oh,
beers.
yeah.
When he's
John
back
Daly
to
was
it.
an
He's back
animal.
to it.
John Daly was an animal. I heard his book. Like, he was an animal.
We used to go to the Firestone every year with some buddies of mine down at the NEC in Akron, and we used to follow. This is back in the late '90s, mid to late '90s, when Daly was on top of the world. He was in every tournament because he was still exempt from all of his wins.
I love that guy, too.
Dude, he was the best. We would follow him around, and he'd bomb the ball past everybody. This was before Tiger made a name for himself on the tour, and he was a smoking. chain smoke. You know, they don't show it on TV, but a lot of these guys chain smoke. It's like they hit the driver, they light the cigarette, and he literally chain smokes.
When the camera goes away from him.
When the camera goes away from him, they don't put the camera on him. And a lot of times when you do, they'll go back to be like, we'll go to Daly at 16. He's got a cigarette burning in the fairway. You just don't see it. He takes his hit, and then they show the ball, you know, they saw it hit the green, and they show him, like, you know, give his club. And then once they show, like, the trees and the leaderboard, he's back smoking again. Yeah. He actually smokes so much, he's got an old coffee can with a hook on the side of his bag as an ashtray.
No, does he?
Yeah, so because they don't want him littering up those nice courses. That's not cool. So you would follow him, and his caddy would put the bag down, and he'd be waiting to hit his approach in, and he'd be smoking cigarettes, and he'd throw it in the coffee can, or if he still had his cigarette when it was time to hit, he'd throw it on the grass and just let it burn, wait till pick it up. It's hilarious.
Well, listen, I know it's difficult because I've actually talked to a professional athlete, Hall of Famer, who said those guys mentally are the strongest athletes because you get all that time to stand with the ball thinking. I understand that, but there's just something about the fact that there's nobody trying to stop you but me. It's just the activity of it. I feel like I might as well just sit in a restaurant with a chopstick trying to catch a fly. It's just like, why am I doing this? This is just dumb. I'm not working up a sweat. Like, I would rather play fucking horseshoes and then just walk back over to the grill and just grab a sandwich. Like, I just don't understand what I'm doing. Part of it might be because I'm so pasty and I'm out there.
Yeah, you might.
Like, dude, do you know how bad I want to go out on the course with you guys because you smoke it? Only because you're smoking cigars and drinking. But then I'm just like, I'll meet you at the club.
Yeah, but the drinking and the smoking on the course is so fun.
Oh, there's not.
It's so fun.
A Cuban on a golf course?
I know, but this is the thing. Maybe
incredible.
that's how you have to sell the sport because it's not like, yeah, you want to go play hockey and it just be like, yeah, you smoking stogies? All right, maybe I'll come down.
We should have it's fun. We should have an annual, we'll call it the Cuban Open. We'll just get like 4 or 8 guys, get a couple foursomes. We meet at a golf course every year, and we just
absolutely. What is the over under on weight gained on the all in tour here?
Well, my plan coming in, and I told my wife this. My plan coming in was to not try to hang with Bartnick. Like. No, I'm not even kidding. Like, Bartnick is not like...
We're going to need Bartnick to be a day behind the tour. When we're in Portland, he's going to need to be in Seattle. When we're in Sacramento, he's going to have to be in San Francisco.
I've never seen... I'm not even kidding. I'm not even joking around. I'm not just saying this. I've never seen a grown man endure what he can do and still be able to hold it...
throwback.
To throw it... to hold it together. I mean, that dude, he was going back to the bar. He's going, yeah, man, how about another heater? And remember, I had to tell him. I go, hey, dude, listen, I'm not.
That was at my wedding, right?
Yeah, at Bill's wedding. He goes, hey, dude, you guys, law at Verz, you want another heater? And I literally, you did it. Yeah. And I go, guys, I'm not going to lie to you. I can't do it. Yeah. Like, I need a break here.
The bartenders at the wedding were pulling bartenders over from other bars to watch. They were like, watch this guy. Watch what he does. The guy walking up now. Watch what he does.
And the thing about your wedding, which was awesome, was there was never it was never hard to get either a hard liquor. It was just always right there. And the guy knew what you wanted. So Bartnick would go, yeah, you guys want more heaters? Another round of heaters? And he would just start giving them. And then Bartnick's just drinking his Crown. And I just patted him on the back and I was like, you all right? And he just had that shit-eating grin, but he was talking straight.
All the way into the bar.
Well, for people who don't know him, he's a mountain of a man. Like he could give. He's like Cam Neely's size, man. He's a big dude.
Yeah. So
we're all like 5'10" or whatever, trying to keep up with a dude who's like 6'4".
Yeah, I mean, me and you, by the end of the night, we were shot, and he was just like, "Hey guys, you want one of these for the road?" He was like helping us.
He was like Gleason when he comes back against Fast Eddie in The Hustler. And he's just sitting there putting the carnation back in his jacket.
Yep.
Let's play some pool.
Pop in his step. Yeah. Well, that's how it's funny is because I think over those heaters and all that drinking is how we came up with this idea for the tour.
Yeah,
was at Bill's wedding in October.
Well, see,
we just started chirping about it.
Bill's not going to be the voice of reason on this one. He's kind of letting us go. Bill's not going to be around to go, hey guys, listen.
That's a good sign you're in trouble when I'm the voice of reason. How I met you assholes out on the road. The fact that I would loan the Monday Morning Podcast presents the All Things Comedy Tour. For some reason, you can't be late to this thing because you downloaded it. But if you're playing this and your wife is walking around in the background or husband, once again, the All Things Comedy Tour is coming to San Diego Tuesday, April 1st. It's going to be in Bellevue, Washington, Sunday, April 6th at Parlor Live. Helium Comedy Club, Portland, Oregon, and then 2 nights at the Punchline in San Francisco, the 8th and 9th, in Sacramento on the 10th.
Yeah, then we're going to
trying
be
to think-
swinging over to the East Coast in a couple months. More dates to follow. I think they're working on that, but I'm looking forward to doing
East Coast dates are coming, I
Cleveland,
think, end of May. Yeah.
Philly, Boston. But we're doing
And
your hometown.
I co-sign
Your home.
all these guys. All these guys open for me. If you've come out and seen any of my shows, basically in the last 5-6 years, it's been one of these guys opening for me. So I'm excited for you guys. I was actually trying to think who I met first. I think I met you, Lawhead.
Yeah, we've known each other for a long time.
It's coming up on 10 years. No,
It's
it
over
is
10 years.
over
You know what's
10
funny
years.
is I didn't want to get like sentimental about it because
We drank our first whiskey.
But no, like we did that show. We did that show on New Year's Eve. We did that show on New Year's Eve at the Wiltern, and that was literally 10 years to the day we met. We like hung out on New
that's
Year's
right.
Day. New Year's Day, 10 years. Like New Year's Eve, you did Cleveland, and then hung out. And then that's when we became friends. Is like you just came and hung out with me on New Year's Day because you had nothing to do. We were dark, but you had to stay in Cleveland for like 2 more nights to finish the
Verzi,
week.
this was the deal. Like New Year's Eve was like a Wednesday.
Thursday, yeah, like a Wednesday or Thursday.
So then there was New Year's Day, and nobody's coming out that day. But then there was you still had the weekend. So I had this weird weekend there where I was working New Year's. I was doing a run the whole week, doing New Year's, and I had a day off.
Yeah.
So I had a day off, and Nick, the club owner, the greatest guy ever at Hilarities out there in Cleveland, he goes, just watch out for the guy. Keep him company, blah, blah. Dude, we fucking drank all day. They actually lost me at one point. We somehow ended up in this brutal titty bar.
Yeah.
Brutal.
The Silver
Even at the
Horse.
level
I think
drunk
it was
I
the
was at.
Silver Horse, and that's yeah.
That's how boring Cleveland is. You need the comic needs to be assigned somebody to just
No,
fucking make.
that's how it was.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I was like that guy. I was like, "Hey, Jason, what are you doing?" No, well, entertain this guy, please.
Cleveland is way better than even it was like 10 years ago.
I was just there recently. It's growing.
What's
It's growing.
his face? Yeah, I wish I had money back then because I was like, I'm going to buy a friggin' building because you could see it coming. It's coming back around. Unlike Detroit, which keeps starting and stopping, Cleveland.
You could buy a hospital for like $80,000 in Cleveland.
Yeah,
Dude, they showed houses
I
on the
swear,
market there.
I'm closing on a hospital.
You could get like a 4-bedroom house there for like $36,000. It's insane.
Dude, but I got to tell you though, but like when I first played Hilarities in Cleveland, that was the only game in town on that street. You walked up that street like a cop met you at the corner.
Yeah.
I crossed the street out of my hotel. So the cop met you at the corner and walked you up the street. And now it's like closed off to traffic. They got the House of Blues across the street. They got all this stuff going on.
Restaurants and stuff.
And I remember seeing this giant apartment building like right across the way. I think Mike was living there at the time, or around the corner. And I was thinking like I was literally thinking that. I go, I bet you could buy that thing for $75,000, and in 20 years it's going to be worth like millions of dollars as this whole thing eventually, hopefully, comes back. You guys got to give me a website where I can send these people as far as
MadhouseComedyClub.com is for San Diego. I know that ParlorLive.com is theirs. HeliumPDX, I think, .com.
For Portland, yep.
And then PunchlineSF.com, and then PunchlineSAC for Sacramento.com.
Yep.
Okay, and that's all for the West Coast leg of this tour. All right, guys, thanks for coming down on the
Man,
podcast.
this is awesome.
And
Thank you, man.
Congrats on the studio. You got a nice little studio.
Yeah,
here
all
now.
things comedy. All
Yeah.
things comedy. All right, that's the podcast. Go fuck yourselves, and I'll talk to you next week.